This is Crushies girl. She's taking on some of RuneScape's hardest bosses while only using crush weapons. As an Iron Woman, she can't trade with other players, and we've got our sights set on the Witch's Experiment. You remember last time we made it to Lumbridge, which is great, it's wonderful. But we did have one small hiccup. We had to deal a point of range damage to that rat in the cages. So, like Swampletics before us, I think it's only respectful that I drop my whole inventory from Tutorial Island here, and now the challenge truly begins. No more range damage. And I thought it'd be like so romantic and cute if we dropped our items while we were walking across the bridge on the River Lum. Bye, items. Thanks for helping me get to Lumbridge. We're penniless, we're single, what's our goal? What we're going to do is try and beat the Witch's Experiment today, which is pretty ambitious for a level 3 with nothing. So to make our dreams come true, I've come up with this 4-step plan. 1. We get a weapon and get 10 defense. 2. We beat the stronghold of security for the cash prize at the end. 3. We beat Waterfall Quest to get pretty good combat stats. And 4. We take down the Witch's Experiment. Are you ready, Crushies buddies? Let's get started. So in order to get 10 defense, we're going to need a decent weapon. At level 1, the best we can really do is the Iron Mace. Yes, the Iron Warhammer is technically stronger, but the Iron Mace hits faster, which is a big plus. They sell Iron Maces in Fallador, and in order to grind up that starting cash, you can see me right here mining some copper and tin, which we'll be forging into bronze weapons that we can make bank off in the general store. Mining level 2. You'll notice me switching rocks here in between swings, and that's because after you mine a rock, you can't mine it again immediately. Different ores have different amounts of time that it takes to regenerate based on their rarity, as you can see on the table on the screen. There's mining level 3. Now, these, comparatively, are actually really fast level. That's because the amount of experience it takes to go up a level is not calculated linearly. Now, the formula is actually really complicated, and at early levels, it actually doesn't increase that fast, but at later levels, the experience you need basically doubles every 7 levels, which causes you to get up to like 13 million experience by the time you've capped out the skill with a nice fat 99. Hey, mining level 4. Jeez, these early levels go fast. You'll also see that I got a sapphire here. I'm going to be keeping that to make something useful later. This first mining trip isn't going to make us a lot of money, because due to our low smithing skill, the only thing we can really make are bronze maces, and the more of the same item you sell to a shop, the less that item will be worth, and it can get down to 10% of its value, which for a mace is only 1 coin. 5 mining from 1 inventory, that's not bad. Sometimes you'll see me say my inventory is full even though I have 1 spot left. This is usually because whatever recipe I'm making has 2 ingredients. 1 copper and 1 tin makes 1 bronze, so the amount should be equal. Okay, that's our inventory full. I'll see you up in Lumbridge for the smelting. You know, in real life you'd probably overheat working in front of a smelter in a full suit of armor. Just saying. That's 2 smithing just from smelting the bars. Certain tasks in RuneScape, like in real life, take certain tools. You'll see here that I need a hammer in order to smith these bars into maces. Why do I get a chisel as well as the hammer then? Thanks for asking. It's 'cause I'm stupid. Watch out, you guys. The Crushies girl's got 3 smithing. And yeah, I had to sell the sapphire. I forgot I needed a hammer. And and not quite force-smithing from that first inventory. So I know the pickaxe has a crush attack, but this bronze mace is really the first crush-centric weapon we've had on this account. We're still gonna sell it to get an iron mace, which is better, but it felt pretty special, you know? Now's as good a time as any to explain the goals for this account. Yes, I said I wanted to fight bosses, and that was true, but I also want to collect some of the overlooked or rare crush weapons in this game. Here are some of my dream weapons on the screen now, or at least the easy to get ones. My real dream weapons are much harder to get. Wow, bronze maces are worthless, but now we can craft better items that will sell for more, so I'm gonna do another inventory real quick. Cue the montage! So with my Iron Mace bought from Folidor, it was time to get my 10 defense. Just one problem. What should I fight? Well, experience gained is based on damage dealt, so I should pick something with pretty low defense. If only there were a low defense enemy that I really wanted to get some revenge on after last episode. Let's just slide on in with these other nice fellows helping me enact my revenge, and, well, we'll see what happens when it comes to getting some defense levels.
No, God!
You've killed me!
Good.
Sweet! Bonk!
Hey! Defense level 3.
I'm batting 1,000!
Hey, that's level 4, guys. Oh, from the chicken bones, we got level 2 prayer. How about that?
Hey, who's on fire now? Bonk!
That's 5 defense. So I've actually switched to training strength now, because it will only take me 3 strength levels to get a better max hit on strength, and from there it'll be easier to get to 6 strength, and once I'm at 6 strength, it'll be that much easier to get 10 defense, because I'll be able to use, to deal 2 damage while in block mode. There we go! That was our first 2! Did you catch that? Oh, the witch's experiment should be terrified right now.
Bonk!
There it is! About an hour of bashing open chickens later, and we have the stats that we need to go through the stronghold of security. And enough food, too. These are the stats that we ended up with after our grind against the chickens. Burying their bones gave us prayer levels, and cooking their bodies into delicious roasts gave us cooking levels. We'll need the food for our next challenge, the Stronghold of Security. Now, this is a building with 4 floors. The easiest is the Vault of War. Then the Catacomb of Pestilence is harder. We'll need plenty of food to get through the Pit of Pestilence, and we could really get beat up in the Sepulchre of Death. The enemies on the first floor don't actually attack you unless you attack them, so these bottom 3 floors are the dangerous ones. Thankfully, we don't have to fight anything. Just run past and try not to get hit. I hope you're ready for the account's first real challenge. This is going to be so difficult that the helmet is coming on. Once I climb down that hole, we're going to be in the stronghold of security. So cross your fingers for the Crushies, girl, because it's not gonna be easy. Seeing as the enemies on this first floor aren't aggressive, we're mostly going to be skipping through it. But I might as well explain the main mechanic of the Stronghold of Security. You see all these doors that keep talking to me? They ask you security questions about your account. Yes, it's digital security. And it's supposed to teach new players how not to get, scammed and stuff. Anyone remotely familiar with RuneScape knows this game's long history of being used in scams. Anyway, I'll trim your black armor for 1,000,000 gold. Follow me into the wilderness for it. I really want to walk through the first floor to save all my run energy for the floors where I'm actually going to be under attack. I've seen insane speedruns of this place. I am not going to get a time like that. I don't think I took the best route on this floor. I'll have to look a little closer next. That's our first 2,000 coins. Every floor will give us coins until we're at the bottom. Come on, let's keep going, guys. Down to the next floor. I really like how each of them are themed after, like, a deadly sin. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have an easy route to the middle here. This floor is famine. The last one was war. Each chicken heals 3 HP, and we brought 27 of them. We technically have 81 hit points right now. Eat whenever I get hit, and don't get, two-shot by a big boy. Maybe for content I should have made it harder. I should have come in with, a shoestring and a Diet Pepsi, instead of 27 beautiful whole-roasted birds. Now, some people might disagree with this, but I like that the Stronghold of Security, encourages you to report people. Because each person, each hacker that they get rid of is, another person who won't get scammed, you know? Jeez, those giant rats are high level. They put those giant rats we fought in the first tutorial island to shame. I shouldn't be running in hallways. Just because there's no monsters there and I want to save my run energy. There we go. 3,000 coins. The grain of plenty to end the floor of famine. Time to go down to the next one, which I think is Pestilence? There it is! Hot girls get excited for Pestilence and Plague. It's moments like this that you're excited that RuneScape doesn't have the best graphics. Not that they aren't lovely, just because instead of looking like weird pimples, the walls look more like a bad mushy pea soup, which is less bad. We're starting to get into the enemies that could really mess me up. What the hell is a Catabalpon? Whatever it is, it can shoot me! No, I've seriously done this dungeon before, and I don't remember this guy at all. What's his whole deal? And why can he shoot me? He's not holding a gun or anything, and I think that was, some sort of weakening spell, because I can see that my strength is lowered. Eat the chicken.
Moist and delicious.
We managed to keep enough food going through the second floor that I'm really convinced that the only thing that could kill us at this point, given the number of chickens we have, would be getting killed in 2 hits by a big scary skeleton ghost. And to end the floor of Pestilence, we have the Box of Health. Oh, which actually healed me, I think. That's cool. Alright, guys, just one more floor, and then we're going to be home free. Thankfully, this floor is mostly hallways, but the enemies here are tough. To give you a bit of a reference, all of your combat stats are combined to make one number called your combat level. Our combat level is 8. There are level 159 monsters on this floor that won't attack us. That's right, 159. Oh hey, I come down here on my main account sometimes to beat up those skeleton ghosts over here. Skeleton ghost, skeleton ghost. Or maybe a ghost skeleton. That big plush-shaped room right there is where I could get, like, seriously killed. But the strongest monster that will attack us has a combat level of 86, over 10 times our own. This is going to be the scariest part of the whole thing. Ooh. At least if I die here, I can start again from this floor, but I want Crushies' first death to be special, you know? Come on, come on. They didn't even get in an attack! Oh, Crushies girl. Thank you, audience, for crossing your fingers for Crushies girl. It matters so much. Alright, everybody. We conquered war. We conquered famine. We conquered pestilence. And on this floor, we even conquered death. Let's search the cradle of life for the last of our prizes. Obviously, we have to get the bright, shiny, colorful boots. Ugh. These are actually a pretty good pair of boots. They basically just give us a little defense bonus, and they look nice and silly. So, that's 10,000 gold coins for us. RuneScape doesn't have, like, an armor shop in every town that sells the same stuff. Oh no! You're gonna get an authentic mini-mall experience. First we have to go to the shirt store, then the pants store, and then the hat store, all separate. But what kind of babe would the Crushies girl be if she didn't love a good shopping spree? Guys, we're going to look so cool. I had no idea, but Hovik does in fact sell the black plate body. Oh, take a look at that. I feel so tough right now. We're ready to destroy Waterfall Quest, really. Why, yes, barbarian sir. I would love a steel full helm. Thank you for asking. Take a look at that. It's like magic, isn't it? Let's go back to Lumbridge. Legs are next. Look at what Mr. Louis Legs over here just sold me. The black leggings. We are all geared up to do the waterfall quest now. I just need to grab a couple items from the rune store and some rope, and I will catch you guys at the waterfall. Here we are, the gate to Taverley. Everything past this gate is members content, meaning I have to use this bond I got from my main to get back there. Just another few small armor upgrades I bought off screen. I forgot they had a shield shop in Fallador, so I got this iron shield there. I beat up a bandit to get a black cape, which gives me 1 point of defense. And I got some leather gloves, which is just a little more protection. Come on, guys, I'm using my bond now. And everything we've been working up towards is on the other side of that gate. Our first real quest, our first boss. I'm ready. Hey guys, I wanted to put a lot more content in this video, including the waterfall quest and Witch's House, which I both already have recorded, because after all, Settled managed to get 14 hours of content into a 14-minute video, so I can do the same thing, right? But between some pacing issues, some life issues, and some sickness, it just didn't happen, and this weekly upload schedule is important to me. I've got so much awesome stuff on the way, it'll just have to wait until next week. Keep on crushing!